Hi guys, welcome back to my channel one more time. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Leslie Vasquez. I am a young single mom who has 2 kids. And if you guys want to know more about my life, I do vlogs, I do sit down videos, I do makeup tutorials sometimes, just kind of what I'm feeling like. If you guys want to subscribe to our channel so that you'll see more of us, definitely click the subscribe button and don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified when we upload a new video. Life has been crazy the past 2 years, and like in a great way. I've learned who I am as a person. I've grown on the topic of being a mom and other things, honestly. But today I want to sit down and be vulnerable. I wanted to talk over the topic about being a single parent. It has been weighing hard on my heart lately, and I remember around December I made a very vulnerable video of me actually like crying, talking about how hard it is to be a single mom and a single parent in general, because it doesn't, sometimes there's single dads out there and vice versa and stuff like that. So I don't want to exclude anybody from this, but yeah, I made a very vulnerable video. I didn't upload it, and it kind of just stayed on my computer, and I recently opened it up and I was like, should I upload this or should I not? Hi guys, Future Leslie here. I want to hop on here before the video goes any further, and I wanted to let you guys know how I decided to do this whole like video thing, because I am talking about a video that I recorded in December, and this video is already really long. It's like 24 minutes long, so I didn't want to incorporate that video into this video because then it would have just been super long and too much. So if you guys want to see the video before you like continue watching this one, it will be linked down below. It is not public. It is like you can only watch it if I share a link with you. So the link will be down in the description box. You click that link, it'll take you to the video that I'm talking about. I decided to upload it on its own, and if you guys wanted to watch it and see what I'm talking about, then you guys could definitely do it there. If not, I think you could get through most of this video without watching it, but that one, it just shows you more like the raw, real Leslie that was, the things that were happening then. So if you guys want to see the video that I'm talking about in this one, the link is down in the description box. See you guys later. I just have felt like I wanted to sit down and not be as emotional talking about it, because I wanted to get the point across. In my video, I was kind of being a little immature, and I was kind of like trying to throw jabs at the other person, who I am co-parenting with, and I was just very hurt in that video and things like that. But I wanted to just actually do a video talking about genuinely how I'm doing. That video was just more like on a vulnerable spot how I was doing, because I was very emotional and I was very vulnerable. But I'm that type of person, like I tell you guys in all my sit down videos, I would rather sit on it and go to sleep on it, and then whenever I'm ready to talk about it, I will. And there's many topics in my life that I want to talk to you guys about here on my YouTube channel. I used to do this all the time, but I recently stopped. I did vlogs and makeup tutorials, and I just got really anxious about talking about my life and what happened. I want to be more vulnerable, but in a healthy way. I don't want to sit here and be like, kind of just speak because I have a platform. I'd never wanted just to do that, but I want to open up. Let me give you guys like a background on what the video was, and where I was like bawling my eyes out and being so vulnerable with you guys. And just to clear things up, me and my ex have been over for two years. It'll be 3 years this year, and for like a year around there, we were kind of like still like, I was, where it gets complicated. It was like very complicated that year, because I ended things and then it was kind of like on and off type of thing, but it wasn't really like a relationship. We were very like iffy, but I knew it was over, and we were both very toxic to each other in that moment, but we weren't like in a relationship. We weren't committed. We weren't anything like that. So around that year was kind of like iffy, but then after that year, or around there, I was just like, I'm over, I'm done. And we were truly just done. So that's whenever our relationship really ended. I don't want to go too much into detail of like what's been going on with that, just because it's still very rocky, very rough on my end to talk about, because I tend to put my feelings involved. Like, I have feelings of anger and feelings of not very healthy feelings out there, Whenever I talk about it, I get really very upset about it still, and so I try not to talk about it because I just don't want to put like negativity out there. But I do want to give you guys like some background information, but I also don't want it to be biased and like hateful or anything like that. That happened, and then for like a good year I've just been focusing on myself, and I've been just really healing, which has been very, very empowering for myself. I could make a whole nother video on just healing over breakups and things like that, and how important it is to just heal and let yourself be sad and emotional and up and down, and just embracing it all, and how it just creates this bigger picture. If you would have told me 2 years ago that I would have ended it with who I thought was the love of my life, who I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with, if you would have told me that, you know, I was going to be independent, confident woman, Hispanic woman, I think I would have been like, yeah, right, that is not Leslie, that is not who I am. But if you were to talk to me now, I'm confident in who I am as a mother, as, you know, being Leslie, and so we're here now. I want to make a video over how I've healed my hurts and you know, my past, because it's not just my relationship. I've had a really crappy life my whole life, and it's been from when I was very young. And just to give you guys like a little bit of a background, I grew up like being a pastor's daughter, which is crazy just to even say, but my dad was a pastor, and so I grew up with that. And then he abused us, and like physically he like beat the crap out of us. So I grew up being abused by my father, you know, getting beat by him, and seeing, you know, my mom and living this life, this double life of like being a pastor's kid, but then going home and like being beat. And then after that, after my mom had decided to like, you know, step away and things like that, came a whole nother cycle of abuse, and, you know, just a whole nother cycle of all that comes with that. We were all pretty grown. I became a teen mom. My other brother was really bad into like drugs, and then my other brother was depressed, and with stuff that we still suffer with till this day. It's something that I carry with me every single day. And then including that, my family went through something tragic whenever my brother took his own life. And that was something that I really, really thought I was never, like, I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna be okay. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to be, like, have emotions at this point. Like, I think I just felt so numb at that point in my life that I was like, I don't even know I'm going to be able to get up every single day and function like a normal human being. And then, you know, dealing with a breakup and having 2 kids, being a teen mom. On top of that, I wasn't born in the USA. I was actually brought here. And so I am also illegal here. I'm not a US citizen. I wasn't born here. I was raised here, but I wasn't born. So to add on top of that, that's stuff that, you know, just adds up. And for a little bit, I felt so worthless, and so I didn't have a spot in this life. Like, I wasn't meant to be here. Just adding, like, literally just adding all that. I was, you know, I didn't have a dad. Well, I had a dad, but, you know, a crappy dad. And then at some point, like, I didn't have him because of what had happened. I was fatherless. We were stuck in this cycle. I was a teen mom who eventually would raise fatherless kids, who wasn't, you know, born in the USA, with everything that was going on, all the noise, you know, of everyone coming like against people who are illegal and who are just trying to make a way through life. It's just like, I felt very, very, very worthless at one point in my life. And I remember that feeling, and I feel like there's people there, maybe that, you know, take away some parts, take away some other parts, but like sometimes we just feel so worthless. And I remember being that girl, and it's insane, because like I remember being that girl that I hated myself. I hated looking in the mirror and not having the same hair as everybody else, and not having the same skin tone as everybody else, and not talking like everyone else did, and seeing, you know, my other friends and family being mistreated, and you know, hearing literally everyone would tell me like I have nothing going for me. I still sometimes hear that. I have nothing going for me, that, you know, I have 2 kids, that eventually I'm gonna have 3, and I'm gonna end up in this cycle, and just breaking all that stereotype that everyone told me that I was gonna be, just having to break it. And I still, to this day, I'm like legit fighting the stereotypes that everyone has put on me. because everyone's like, oh no, Leslie, like you're gonna be this and you're gonna be that and you're gonna like, you know, I feel like nobody thinks I'm gonna make it, and I'm like, no, I'm going to make it. And so this is just part of my life, being a single mom, and I feel like I've gotten in a spot where I have fought to be where I'm at, and I'm so proud of myself. And it's crazy how much this video has turned around, because if I find a video that where I was sobbing and stuff, I'll insert like clips here and there about it. But like I was like completely, I think in that video I really just hit my like low. It was December, Christmas time. I was just kind of like going through the motions of like just being a single mom and trying to do it on my own, and just, you know, and I felt so stupid for even feeling that way, because I have a great family who supports and loves me. Like my mom is amazing, my sister's amazing, and you guys always hear me like legit tell you guys that like they are the only reason I'm sitting here today and I'm the woman who I am is because of them. And you know, they've stood behind me completely and uplifted me and loved me and supported me and helped me take care of my kids. That's the only reason I'm here. But again, it's like at some point you have to, there's stuff that they can't just, you know, cradle you in and forever, and there's stuff that you have to just deal with yourself, and a lot of that stuff is emotional stuff, and not feeling like you're okay, like you're not doing enough for your kids. So in that video I was sobbing because I was like, I just felt like I wasn't doing enough. I felt like, you know, I had tried my very hardest. I bought my kids Christmas gifts, and I had set up the Christmas tree, and I had tried to make it yippee-doo. And in that video I remember just feeling so like, I sat back and I'm like, it's not enough. It's not enough. I've worked my butt off and it's not enough. And I remember just, and I'm really good at hiding my emotions. I'm a really good person at like, it's really weird because like I can just seem just fine. And I think it was the way I was raised. Like we were raised to like live a certain way in front of people, but behind closed doors it's like, and I still get stuck in that cycle sometimes of like putting on a persona that I'm okay whenever I'm really not. Like I had great friends who took me in on Christmas Day, and I love them because my mom was on a trip and they took me in, and I have great friends and family around me, and I didn't know why I was feeling the way I was feeling. But I remember just feeling so weighed down by this topic of being a single parent, of being a single mom. And I remember I just like was so angry, and I on the video I sat there and I was just like so mad, and I was like, this person hasn't done anything. I kind of just wanted to lay their dirty laundry all over, and I just felt like it was like I deserve this. And at the end of the day it's like, no, you know what I mean? I want to come here and talk to you guys and be honest with you guys. Like I feel angry sometimes, I cry, and it's so sad because this other person won't probably ever get to see me like that, because they don't understand the effort, the time, the real burden. I don't mean to call it like a burden, like a negativity, but like even when things are going good, like you're still like, am I gonna be able to eat next week? You know, am I gonna feed my kids next week? And I want to be completely vulnerable with you guys in this video. I'm not crying, my voice just cracked. I want to be completely vulnerable with you guys in this video. I don't get help from the government. The only people that I get help from is my mom. Like if I am running low on gas, if I just don't have money to pay for groceries, anything like that, it's mostly financially. Like if I don't have that, my mom will help me out. I just want to be completely vulnerable with you guys. I want to lay out on the floor, like out in line. I haven't gotten any government help for a whole year, and before that the only government help that I got was insurance for my kids. That's the only government help that I got. Other than that, I have not been on food stamps. I have not put child support on my ex. I have not done like any, I was on WIC whenever Anthony was born years ago, but recently I have not gotten any help from the government. And can I just tell you how stressful that is, trying to live off of what I make, which I'm incredibly blessed, guys. I'm incredibly blessed to be where I'm at with the company that I'm with, but I've busted my butt off to be where I'm at. But it's still a heavy burden. There's 2 kids plus me, and then, you know, try to make it on YouTube and stuff like that. It's still very difficult, and I'm not sitting here and asking you to feel sorry for me at all whatsoever. I just want to open up to you guys and be Leslie, who is open and honest and, you know, just genuine with you guys. In this video I had probably very little hours of sleep. I remember what happened, and what kind of set me over the edge was that my kid, Aaliyah, was sick, and this girl did not let me, she's closing the door. This girl did not let me sleep. And so I think I was running on a few hours of sleep. And then once she got like a little better, Anthony full blown was like sick. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm never gonna get to sleep. I remember I was so mad. And I had been up with her every 4 hours. And you know, as if you know, like if you're a mom, you know, if you're a mom, you know, like having children who are sick, you never really fully sleep. Does anybody get me? Like, you might be like asleep, but your ear, like when you literally have like one ear open all the time, like if that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like you have like one eye open, one ear hearing, you know, your baby breathe and make sure that they're okay. And that's what was going on. Like I slept, but I didn't really sleep because I was like, you know, my kid was sick. So she was sick for like probably like 5 days. I remember when she started getting better and stuff, Anthony full blown was sick, and I'm like, I'm never gonna get to sleep. And I was so angry, and I was like, I don't think people realize what goes into being a single parent and how much energy and how exhausting it is. And it's just, it was what I was feeling then. I was exhausted, I was tired, and I remember expressing how I was so tired that I couldn't even find it within myself to go to a lawyer and to get things figured out between their dad and I. And I was so mad at myself because I'm like, I should have the energy and I should have the strength and I should have, you know, this and that. And I was beating myself up because I'm like, I'm only 21 years old. Like I should have the energy to do all this stuff. I'm sitting here just like going from work to home to work to home to like you know, being a mom at home. And you know, it was just very overwhelming. I was trying to get their dad to see that, like, you need to see what I'm going through. I don't get help from their dad very much. He's not in their lives. I mean, he might say he's in their lives. If he watches this video, he'll probably get upset because he might think that, you know, he's in their lives and stuff, but generally somebody who's in your life, no matter this distance, no matter how far away you are, will always make time for you. Always make time for you. It just doesn't help very much financially or any other way. I always say, you know, do you know their favorite colors? Do you know what their favorite books to read? Do you know what they're into, what they like, what sports they want to play, what sports they are playing? Like, do you know any of that? And genuinely, it's a no. And it's so frustrating because somebody wants to act like they're in somebody's life. But in reality, it's like, no, bro, you're not there. You don't know very much about them. I remember, I think at the end of that video, I said, I just have to remind myself that I'm not going to be here forever. I'm not going to be stuck being a single parent who can barely make it. I seriously, guys, I have enough probably for rent and for food. And I barely have enough to, like, you know, get myself dressed and look cute and buy my makeup. But it's like, it's a struggle. I have to like really budget out my money. My sister helps me out a lot. I'm a very impulsive person. I know that taking my sister to the store with me, she'll be like, no, Leslie, you don't need that. As much as I hate hearing like, no, you don't need that, I need that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need somebody to tell me no. And so literally she was just like, Leslie, you don't need that. Like, we can go buy that Dollar Tree, or we can do this, and I can make you that. And I'm like, okay, you're right. It's important to have those people in your life. Instead of focusing on everything that's going wrong, I just, for the past 3 months, I've completely changed my mentality. Do I have rough days? Yes. Do I want to explode sometimes with anger? Yes. But I think whenever you deal with what's going on here and here, I feel like how you express yourself is completely different. You know, for a little bit, I let it get to me. I let all the troubles that was going on around me get to me. And I think that's why the video that I did back then flourished, because I was so angry and so emotional. And I think the hard days come whenever you feel like you're not being seen. Like, I wanted somebody to see what I was going through. Like, I can't sleep. I haven't slept. And I still had to get up and go to work. And I still had to get up and make the bills and me, and I still had to get up and be a mom, and it wasn't like I got to sleep in or have excuses or anything like that. I don't get excuses. I have to get up every single day. I have to give it my all. I have to give my best, because I'm the only thing that my kids have. If you're a single parent, I just want to let you know that you're doing a great job. And sometimes we don't hear that as single parents. We don't hear you're doing a good job. And sometimes whenever we do hear it, we don't believe it ourselves because we are so stuck on the things that we cannot give our kids. And it's a guilt that I've had to live with for a really long time. And I probably will cry in this portion of this video. It's like a guilt that I've had to live with a lot. And it's something that creeps up on me, but I have to remind myself, like, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. And I feel bad because I feel like I haven't given my kids what they deserve. And, you know, I tell my friends this all the time. I'm like, I just feel like I bust my butt off for them, but I feel like my kids deserve so much more than what I'm giving them. One friend actually put it really, really, really well. She was like, Leslie, your kids are happy. They're, you know, they're joyful kids, and you're giving them your best. And it's like they don't know anything else, and that's okay. It's like you're carrying a burden that you don't have to carry. Single parents don't do it alone. I know sometimes it can be such a lonely world because you just lock yourself up in like your own little thinking, and as much people as you have around helping you, it's like you're not doing enough. But seriously, slow down and just tell yourself you're doing enough, that you are enough, and that you also need to be a person, your own person, to be a good parent. I think that's probably one of the best advice that I got, because for so long I was just like a mom. I was just mom. That's what people expect you to be, just a mom. Learn from other people's mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and learn how to open your heart up to good advice and good feedback, you know, with anything in your life. I think that's probably one of the best things that I've had to learn, is just to get feedback. You're not doing good in this area, but we can always fix it, and that's okay. And there's feedback that, you know, there's advice that people give you that's like, nah, like I don't want it, because there's a lot of advice that I've had to throw out the window because it just doesn't fit with my life, and it doesn't fit with what I believe and think and do and say and stuff like that. So if you are a single parent, you are enough, you're wonderful, and I just wanted to sit here and talk about life for late at night. We're over here talking.
Hi guys.
You saying hi? So sweet. This is my daughter. Her name's Aaliyah, if you guys don't know. And she is, how old are you? Can you tell them how old you are? Show them. 4 years old. How old are you going to turn?
5.
When?
In my birthday.
When's your birthday?
In a week. In April.
Good job. So Leah's going to turn 5 in about a month. So we're planning a fun little birthday thing for her.
I can't wait to see my birthday cake.
Oh my gosh. I know. Do we look alike? Tell them. Say, do we look alike?
Do we look alike?
Everyone says she looks like me. I don't really see it though, because I feel like she looks like her auntie. Like I said, I want to do more videos on like healing and recovery and breakups and stuff like that, because life is hard sometimes, and we just need somebody to just be honest, be open. No. Okay guys, it is bedtime. I hope I get this video up and edited for you guys.
I got some glasses on my chin.
Yeah guys, go to therapy, get some help, put time into what matters, and it's you. You have to be okay in order to raise okay kids and be an okay person. So heal, be vulnerable. No, don't brush my hair. My hair is curly. Your hair's straight, so you can brush your hair.
Yeah.
Not my hair. That's where I'm going to finish the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. Me and Aaliyah will see you
next time.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel one more time. I think I should put my hair down. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel one more time. So I don't know if I want to talk about what I'm talking about. Hi guys, I feel like I'm so like, but today I kind of want to sit down and do What are you doing?
I'm gonna wait down here.
Why?
The lady's ready to go back inside.
Why?
She's eating.
Oh.
Good night. Good night, Mommy. I love you.
Where are you gonna go to bed at?
I'm not gonna go to bed.
Where are you gonna go to bed at? Hmm?
I'm just trying to fix these.
You need to go night. If you guys don't know me, my name is Lassie Vaz. Kez, I just go after. That was so awkward.